Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you on how you can blur a part of a photo using Canva. And as a demonstration, my goal here is I'm going to focus the viewer's attention into one of these two photographs. So there's a picture of someone holding these two photographs, and I just want to focus one of them and the rest will be blurred. And there are quite a few methods where you can get that effect. So let's start with the easiest method. First, you have to insert the photo into your canvas and then click on the photo, click edit, and then here you want to scroll down a bit, and on the effects section you want to open an application called autofocus. Now this is where the magic lies. So you want to focus the position, you want to set what is the area that you are going to be focused on, and then the rest will be blurred. And if you slide this slider, you'll see that there's an orange overlay that is actually will show you what area of the photo that will be the main focus. For example, the stronger the purple color, which means it's going to be the more focused. So you can see now that right now the photograph that is in the middle, the first photograph is the main focus, and the second photograph is not as bright, or at least not as focused as the main photograph. So I'm going to release the slider and we got this effect. You can play around with the blur intensity and it will dictate how much blurry the rest of the photo really is. So that was the first method, and I think it's very simple. If you have a simple photo with a subject and a clear background. Now let's try a different method. I'm going to isolate this picture, this photograph, and the rest will be blurred. So I'm going to click edit again, and actually don't do that. First you have to duplicate the photo. I highly recommend to duplicate the photo first before we are going to apply the second technique. And after that, on the duplicated photo, you want to click edit and click the magic grab option right here. And you can either use the brush to manually isolate or select the object that you want to isolate, or you can also use the click feature if it is possible. Like this one, I can click on this photograph and then click grab. So what's going to happen is Canva is going to isolate this section of the photo, and then later we can edit this photo as a separate object, so the rest can be blurred. Now I'm going to remove this clone photo. If you actually drag it, you'll see now there is no more photo right here, so I'm going to remove it. And the reason why I recommend to duplicate is because it's going to give you a much better result, and it's not going to create some weird artifacts, because at the end of the day we are using AI, and sometimes if you are not duplicating the photo, it's going to accidentally edit the original photo, so we don't want to have that. Anyway, now we can start blurring the rest of the photo. This area has been isolated, and I'm going to edit the background, and I'm going to apply the blur effect. Click blur and make sure to select the whole image, and you can increase the intensity. And maybe I'm going to set it to be around 50, and let's go back. Now you can see that only this photo is becoming the main focus. Of course, I think 50 is a bit too high. Let's adjust the number to be something more moderate, like 20. And yeah, there goes the result, and I think it looks pretty good. So that was the second method, but there is still another method which is a bit requiring a bit more manual work, but maybe the result can be more desirable. So first, let me remove this area, and again the goal is still the same. I want to focus the attention to this photograph, so click edit, and then you want to click the blur menu again, but this time around we have to do it manually. Click the brush option, and here you can adjust the brush size, so you can manually select the area that you want to blur. And this is can be a tedious work, and usually what I'm going to do is I'm going to reducing the amount of blur every time I make the brush smaller. I also reduce the intensity, because that's just how blurry effect works. And yeah, if you spend quite enough time, you will get something that looks pretty good. But of course, this is definitely not my first option. So yeah, only use this method if you feel like it's going to deliver the best result. But for anything else, I recommend using the first and the second method, because those are just a lot easier. And let me finish this first. I think this is quite tedious, and honestly I'm not doing a great job at this, but Yeah, I think you got an idea on how you can utilize this technique to blur the rest of the picture. And once everything is said and done, you can close this blur effect and you got this result. So that's basically it, the 3 methods you can try to blur a part of a photo using Canva. If you found this video to be helpful, please consider subscribing to this channel, and I'll see you on the next video.